Good morning, everyone. Actually, I'm going to start as I mean to go on today, so let's try that again. I'm going to say good morning, and you're going to give me a good morning back, okay? So, good morning, everyone. Well done. That's what we like to hear. By the authority given in the statutes of the Open University, I declare this congregation open for the conferment of degrees and the presentation of graduates. Distinguished guests, graduates and friends of the university, it is my great privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to the 25th of the Open University's degree ceremonies being held in 2018. We are delighted to welcome the Deputy Lieutenant of Dorset, Mrs. Angela Dupont, the High Sheriff of Dorset, Mrs. Jacqueline Swift, and the Worshipful Mayor of Poole, Councillor Sean Gabriel, who have found time in their busy diaries to be with us today. Thank you very much for coming. During the past year, the Open University has awarded over 20,000 qualifications, ranging from Certificate of Higher Education right through to Doctors of Philosophy. Throughout 2018, more than 7,000 graduates are being presented for their qualifications at degree ceremonies such as this one here today in Poole. These are held in 11 different towns and cities throughout England, and also in Belfast, Cardiff, Glasgow, and Dublin. This illustrates in itself the extraordinary scale, scope, and reach of the Open University. Now, of course, it goes without saying that today is a very important occasion in the life of you, our graduates, your families and loved ones, as well as the university staff, who I'm sure you will feel have nurtured and supported you on your journey. And you could be forgiven for thinking that that means the occasion is so important that it needs to be solemn. But I hope that the video you saw just before we started has given you a hint that it doesn't need to be solemn. In every sense, today is a day of celebration for everyone here. So frankly, we're actually going to be disappointed if anyone crosses the stage to less than thunderous applause, or whatever other way you choose to express your enthusiasm and support. And that might well include whooping, cheering, jumping up and down, and other things. So with that tone in mind, why don't all of today's graduates briefly stand, please? Graduates, would you like to stand? And let's start off proceedings by friends, families, and Open University staff giving you a huge round of applause for your achievement. Okay, so that's the kind of tone we're trying to set. I think I've probably given you enough hints, but I'll do that thing that all good teachers do and just recap what I've said. We want to see dancing, okay? We want to see what moves you've got. We want to see some whooping and cheering. Started already by the sound of it. And there's one more way you can show your appreciation to your graduate. If you post messages or photos on social media, please use the hashtag #OU_ceremonies. That's hashtag #OU_ceremonies to share your congratulations and celebrations with the world outside, as well as with everyone who is here today. Okay, so today's ceremonies will begin with the presentation of those graduates who have gained higher degrees and then first degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Laws, Bachelor of Science degrees, foundation degrees and diplomas of higher education, and who have been able to attend here today. They will be presented by Mr. Steve Clark, my colleague, who is the Open University's Director of Student Success. After they've all been presented, to conclude the ceremony, I'll give a personal address to the graduates. I now call upon Mr. Steve Clark to present the graduates.
Executive Dean. Executive Dean, I shall now present graduates who have gained higher degrees and have been able to attend here today. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, I present to you, for a thesis entitled Myth in Reception, Insights from Starhead Gardens, John Harrison. I present to you, for the degree of Master of Arts in Childhood and Youth, Erica Beach. Alice Lehman. For the degree of Master of Arts in English, I present Rhoda Curtis. For the degree of Master of Arts in History, I present Melanie Tamblin. For the degree of Master of Arts in Online and Distance Education, I present Andrew Windram. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, I present Rajanandram Governjit. Kevin Wills. For the degree of Master of Science in Advancing Healthcare Practice, I present Alison Crocker. For the degree of Master of Science in Computing for Commerce and Industry, I present Philip Beeson. For the degree of Master of Science in Management of Software Projects, I present Samo Fortuna. For the degree of Master of Science in Technology Management, I present Nicholas Crompton. Executive Dean, I shall now present graduates who have gained Master of Engineering, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Engineering, and Bachelor of Law degrees, Bachelor of Science degrees, Foundation degrees, and diplomas of higher education and have been able to attend here today. The full subject details are printed in the insert within your ceremony programme. I present, for the degree of Master of Engineering with Honours, Stuart McPherson. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with First Class Honours, I present Simon Robin. Abigail Claydon. Victoria Cook. John Deacon. Sarah Denbury. Catherine Dix. Jennifer Foy. Chris Lindsay. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, I present Jonathan Andrews. Sabrina Baker. Peter Beebe. Kim Bennett. Katrina Bloom. Natalie Brown. Fiona Burns. James Campbell. Sarah Dray. Edward Edgley Long. Simon Elliott. Julie England. Gemma Marie Herreron. Amy Fordham. Amy Fulbrook. Joanna Green. Danielle Hamilton. Katie Hammond. Tracy Harris. Nilva Harrison. Julian Hawkins. Tessa Hibbard. Richard Hydes. James Jackson. Christian Jacobs. Louise James. Sally Jowett. Biravan Khalid. Heather Kick. India Kirkpatrick. Rosie Linfield. Kelly Martin. Gemma McCloy. Hannah Moody. Vidya Muller. Gillian O'Farrell. Natalie Owsley. Susan Partridge. Linda Phillips. Helen Senshishikava Farrell. Nicholas Saunders. Shirley Sparrowhawk. Nico Stone. Emma Sutton. Ian Taylor. David Warwick. Emma Wilmot. Annie Y. Lucy Absley. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, I present Sophie Green. Jacqueline Hill. John Mason. Lara Punte. Natasha Ramsey. Joseph Shear. Katie Warstone. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours, I present Lydia Smith. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws with First Class Honours, I present Lee Robbins. Kate Samuel. And for the degree of Bachelor of Laws with Honours, I present Dennis Baggerly. Mark Brooks. Tom Hounsell. Holly Langer-Hawke. Jonathan Moss. Jeren Penfold. Teresa Redstone. Victoria Roda. Mark Skembury. I present for the degree of Bachelor of Science with First Class Honours, Fiona Coleman. Grace Anderson. Sarah Faulkner. Leanne Gillim. Gail Scott. Heather Sheffield. Hannah Wolbioff. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours, I present George Adams. Jennifer Archio Nigaman. Roy Blatchford. Michael Bosley. Jessica Bull. Emily Burton. Corrado Casasco. Sarah Chambers. Olivia Collins. Wendy Cook. Anna Maria Devin. Suzanne Dooley. Eric Eustace. Carolyn Freeman. Elizabeth Giddins. Thomas Hayward. Annabelle Hookway. Marian Hudek. Lauren Huskins. Deborah Legg. Nicola Lewis. Louise Lotz. Lorna McGowan. Chloe Mizzen. Pauline Geary. Simon Payton. Catherine Pellias. Jeremy Roth. Andrea Sylvester. Zoe Spanswick. Stephanie Staten. Leighton Stocker. John Taylor. Emma Thompson. Alex Ward. Diana Webb. Janice Wheeler. Richard Wilkins. Poppy Wright. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, I present Maria Cordero. Caroline Marsden. Sharon Wyatt. For a foundation degree, I present Martin Chick. Susan Clark. Gina Fitzpatrick. Kerry Kennett. Karen Purser. David Sale. Keely Smith. Lisa Smith. Kelly Sneath. And for the Diploma of Higher Education, I present Mary Major. Hannah Porter. Chelsea Sansom. And Christopher Wilkinson.
So that was pretty good. Good afternoon, everyone. Guests, members of Senate, staff, and of course, our wonderful graduates. This has been a very special day for everyone here. Hopefully, one to remember for the rest of your lives. I always find these days really quite moving, as well as remarkable and enjoyable. And today was no exception. It's always amazing to me to see the range of people you get coming across the stage. And I always love it when one person points out their grandparents who are here in the audience to cheer them on, and then the next person points out their grandchildren who have come to cheer them on. And there were a few of those today. So some fantastic stuff. Each of you who've been awarded an award today is extraordinary. Together, you are even more extraordinary. I believe you're the most amazing body of graduates anywhere in the UK. In fact, today, all of you and your friends and supporters are probably sharing the auditorium with the most extraordinary people you are ever likely to meet. For family, friends and supporters, you know the incredible efforts that your graduate went to in achieving their qualification. But many of you, and many of our graduates today, won't know very much about our other graduates and just how amazing you are as a body. And I'd like to take a few moments just to show ourselves why. So I'm going to ask the graduates a few questions just so we can all discover a bit more about you. So if you can, and you don't mind, and it's not too difficult for you, would you mind raising your hand, graduates, if you were employed or did voluntary work during your course? Let's just see a show of hands. Almost everybody. Who helped bring up a family during their study? Well, that's a good half. Who cared for parents or other dependents during their study? Again, quite a number of hands. And if you don't mind answering this question, who carried out their studies while registered with a disability? Again, a significant number of hands. Overall, the Open University has over 24,000 disabled students. That's not only more than any other university, it's more students than some universities have students in total. And so, as you can see by that simple show of hands, almost every graduate here today has needed to fulfill some other obligation alongside their study. Compare that with students at conventional universities whose extra duties might only extend to the sports team or perhaps giving their elbow some exercise at the student bar. Your efforts are so much greater. You are members of a university that believes fundamentally that where you start in life shouldn't limit where you go. And let me share a small frustration I have over the words that are sometimes used to describe Open University students. Conventional students are described as full-time, and OU students are often described as part-time. But part-time? Really? When you've all got jobs and other caring and family responsibilities? It's more like double time when you're an OU student. You've been on a very tough shift indeed, and that makes today's achievement a moment all the more special. But there's only one thing that's tougher than being an OU student, and that's having to live with one. And many of you, obviously, as you came across the stage, either pointed out, had photos, danced to your friends and family members, and of course, your achievement belongs just as much to them as it does to you. So can we all please take a moment to acknowledge the support of your family and friends who are here celebrating with you today. They've been by your side every step of the way, so let's take a moment to thank them for supporting you and standing by you. Graduates, please locate your friends and family in the crowd, and let's give them a huge thank you. A round of applause, please. And can we also thank the other vital group that helped you to get here today? And that, of course, is the Open University's wonderful academics, represented by my colleagues here on the platform. They wrote, create, and presented your teaching materials, and crucially also were your tutors, or as we call them, associate lecturers, who taught and tutored you and helped get you through. And I hope you will agree that they too are deserving of a huge show of appreciation, please. So it's very clear that you as individuals are all absolutely special. But you're also special because of the quality of the university you've just graduated from and the standards that we set, standards that we know employers recognise and value. Over 30,000 businesses and organisations in the UK have chosen the OU to train their staff. A government survey found that employers perceived part-time students like yourselves to be, and I quote, hard-working, committed and requiring discipline, and recognise the importance of supporting their employees' study aspirations. So an OU qualification is something to be proud of, something well recognised and well respected. So I hope that if you're aiming for a new job or a promotion, You'll tell your employer about your qualification, and you can remind your employer of the self-discipline and study that you've undertaken. And if you're looking for some other things to tell people about the Open University, of which you're now a graduate, here are a few more facts which I hope anyone would find impressive. In 2013, the OU led the way in digital innovation when we set up the United Kingdom's first platform for massive open online courses, free learning for the world, through an initiative called Future Learn. Since 2013, it's gained over 8 million learners around the world, and I'd thoroughly recommend you having a look at it because I know some of you won't be able to stop studying after today. Many of you will be familiar with our partnership with the BBC. Whenever you see the OU Shield at the end of a TV programme, you can be sure that there'll be something extra to learn. You can also be sure it will be a high-quality programme. For instance, the recent documentaries, Blue Planet 2, a co-production between the OU and the BBC Naturals History Unit, brought viewers face-to-face with unexpected new landscapes and introduced them to compelling stories from our oceans. And Civilizations, another co-produced series which explored the visual culture of societies from around the globe. And the Open University is doing wonderful work with those who need our help the most. Just by way of two examples, the Open University is working closely with the British Council to deliver academic programmes to displaced Syrian refugees in Jordan and Lebanon, and helping our prize-winning English in Action programme to change the way that children, young people and adults in Bangladesh can learn English. We can also look at the research of the Open University. When we took part in the last exercise to assess university research, it showed that 3/4 of the Open University's research was marked as 4 or 3-star, which means either world-leading or internationally excellent. And this research captures the public imagination too. For example, we are incredibly proud of our contribution to recent space exploration. OU scientists have recently discovered evidence of water on Mars, and the recent Cassini-Huygens mission has transformed our understanding of the second largest planet in our solar system, Saturn, with its vast ring system and its unique moons. In a totally different field, the OU's award-winning Child Witness Interview Simulator is helping to train next-generation police officers. So, as you can see, you are a member of a university that is not only a world leader in technology and in innovation, but in helping people to learn. You will always be a member of this university, our movement of millions and a mission of one. Today, you join a community of Open University alumni around the world. The OU has been by your side throughout your studies. Today, we give you a new commitment to stay with you on your lifelong journey. We'll share with you new opportunities to study. We promise to help you develop your career. And as we learn more in your chosen field of study through our research, we promise to share that with you too. Our motto, which I hope is on the crest, there it is, behind me, is learn and live. And that's something that all OU graduates embody as soon as you step back out into the rest of your busy lives. Because we are the people who open up the future of learning. So continue to learn, continue to live. You've proven great skills and you've proven you've got the ability to do it. Be confident that you can change the world around you for the better. You are now part of a vast network of people as extraordinary as you are. Make your voice heard. You can join our alumni careers group called Toucan on LinkedIn to share your professional experience and make new connections. Maybe try one of our free courses on OpenLearn, our in-house platform, or FutureLearn. Maybe when you've had a pause to recover, dare I suggest it, you could think about continuing your studies with another OU course. You might have already been congratulated by members of our alumni team out in the foyer. If you didn't get the chance to meet them yet, you'll have a chance afterwards, and they'll certainly be in touch with you soon to offer up the ways that the OU can help you in the future, and talk about our Open Up to the Future campaign, helping us open up opportunity and lives for many more people. Because when you leave today, as it was mentioned on the videos at the beginning, you become an ambassador for the Open University and all that it stands for. Its values of social justice, equality and education, and for knowledge to be open to all. Next year is the Open University's golden 50th anniversary year. And during that year, we'd love it if you joined us and shared your experience with others. Tell people what your OU journey has meant to you and what it could mean for them. I hope you might have seen some of our TV and cinema adverts, and I think you saw some of the people who are in them in the videos beforehand, that bring to life the trials and jubilation of being an OU student. But we know that for potential students, a word of recommendation from an OU student or graduate is better than any TV commercial. So please be our best advert, and we want you to be proud to say, I studied with the Open University. In a moment, the proceedings will draw to a close and the ceremonial party will process out. Please do join us outside. All of the processing party will be outside in the auditorium so we can chat and enjoy a drink and congratulate you in person. So as we come to an end, I ask for one last time all of our graduates to stand, please, if you can. And let's end, everybody, if we can, with giving them a massive round of applause for their huge achievement. So, many congratulations, well done. As I said to many people that came across the stage, make sure you enjoy today because it is a really special day and a huge achievement by everyone. Well done. The proceedings of this degree ceremony have been completed, and I now declare this meeting of congregation closed. Would all of those who are able to stand please do so?